the monkey story. Well, that was real revelation for me. Ethiopia comes with all the cachet that history has brought to it. It has been the source of Lucy. The first human. That they feel came out of Ethiopia was the source of civilization. They had, they had other philosophies there, but and the Leakeys were working there, and so it was very, very interesting. And so I was kind of always looking around for these sources. Was there anything in the culture, the present culture as it's displayed now, that would clue me into that this is where it all began? And the one thing that you did see there was the beauty. The Ethiopian, the beautiful, beautiful creatures. Long and fascinating history. But it was quite interesting. I'm trying to find out how is the source. Was there any hint of the source of civilization in Ethiopia? Anyways, we had to go to the north, and where we're looking for opals is in the fabled Rift Valley. This is a tributary of the Blue Nile, the source of the Blue Nile, which goes into Egypt. It's the main Nile. It comes from out of Ethiopia, so it's a source of a lot of things: civilization, water, all these sort of essential things. Anyways, we go to the Rift Valley, and the Rift Valley is comparable to the Monument Valley. It's big in the States. The Grand Canyon. It's just unbelievable, sharp, terrifying. When you're going, when we were going to Rift Valley to go up to where the opals were, they were saying, "Do not put on your seatbelt because it's dangerous to put on the seatbelt because you're rolling over the side. You have to jump out of the truck. So it's so dangerous, the road, that they suggested at all given times, hand on the door handle in case you got to leap. Whatever you do, don't have a seatbelt. So very dangerous. And as we're pulling up there, we go to this place, and it's just beyond this unbelievable. The Rift Valley is presenting itself and laying itself, unfurling in front of you, and it's grandiose and unbelievable. As you pull off to the side of the road, and we see this scurrying around, and on the top of this rock is the most majestic creature I have ever seen. It's called a chalaba, I think, a monkey, something like chalaba, monkey, or gorilla. Is it gorilla? Anyways, a fantastic thing, a big red on his chest, big red like a heart. So it's like his visible heart. Very majestic looking animal, long hair. I would suggest his hair is maybe 4 feet long and not a ripple, not a knot in it, nothing, because he's got all the lovely monkeys around it that preen him. He's the supreme being, and he looks, and the eyes are so penetrating. And just for a moment, it had a very, very profound effect on me. Just for a moment, I was sort of brought back down to the earth, and maybe at that time I realized, yeah, this is where it began. And proud creature, and it was kind of I had a kind of a anthropomorphic kind of thing where I'm projecting my human qualities upon him, and him his qualities of the beast upon me. So I became a beast. He became. We kind of communicated, or I thought so. Certainly my belief was my belief. I had suspension of disbelief, and I knew myself as an animal. And there's this majestic thing that was holding its ground, and really for the first time, it really brought me right down to the earth, and that I am part of this system. Of animal, and it was really, really profound for me. And from that point forward, I've been changed. But this monkey is just beautiful beyond praise, and just a king, king of his domain, over all his domain. And it was something to see. And I said to myself, how grateful I was to have had this kind of epiphany here in the source of all civilization that was delivered to me by this majestic animal with this long, beautiful blonde hair. It's not the first time that blonde has changed my life, I want to tell you right now.